Hey y'all, I gotta share this with somebody who needs to hear it. Did you know that the energy that you hold, the feelings, the intentions that you harbor attracts you to a spirit or an entity on that same frequency who holds that energy? If you're somebody who you're greed driven, you attract yourself to an entity, to a spirit that's of greed. If you're somebody who's a predator, you attract yourself to a predatorial spirit or entity. If you're somebody of love, that's exactly what you attract. And what happens is, over time, things will open up for you. Yes, because when you give the okay for an entity to be attracted to you because of this thought that you resolve yourself in, I want greed no matter what, it opens up the doors for you to see the things that you need, which in turn is an illusion. Because what happens with that is, it's almost as if it's a contractual agreement, and you agree all these things that I want, no matter what, I'm gonna get them. However, what you don't realize is the exchange in this contract. Over time, you start becoming less of yourself and more of this entity, of this spirit. And you find yourself somewhere in the back door, somewhere in your consciousness, and this spirit, this entity takes over. Takes over how you act, how you deal with people, how you treat yourself. And I know a lot of us know somebody who all of a sudden is changed and so greed driven and so predatorial driven, and all of a sudden is has attracted themselves to a particular habit that's demeaning them, that's not good for their health, for their bodies. But it's the energy that you're so focused on that attracts you to an entity that in turn gets into a contract with you. I will give you more of this thing that you ask for in exchange for this, in exchange for using your avatar, your body, to bring forth my agenda. And most times you don't know what the agenda is, but it just changes you. You have a family member, a friend, somebody, all of a sudden they've just changed. It can be for good, because you can be somebody who just wants to express themselves with love and compassion, and that's what you attract, this light. All of a sudden people see you, they just want to be around you. It's good and it's bad. But it's a bad part I'm talking about. I'm talking about the malevolent beings in this planet. And just because you can't see things with your eyes, those of us who can discern it, we do. And I meet people sometimes, and when I look at them, I can perceive that it's just a shell of the person that's left there. And there's this entity, there's this spirit that's just taken over. And it's kind of sad. I've witnessed that today, over the phone. And when I heard the voice of this person, it wasn't the same person. It was an entity talking back, and it was so much. It was so much. It was as if I don't know how to explain it. It was like my spirit was pulling the skin off my body to make me aware this is not the same person. I don't know how many people understand this. I'll try to explain it another day, but just understand, the world that you perceive it, the way you perceive it in black and white, y'all, ain't like that at all. You're gonna meet people, you're gonna find yourself in situations, and you wonder, is that real or not? If your mind tells you something ain't right, trust it the first time. If your mind tells you somebody ain't right, believe it the first time. And be careful of the energy you attract, these thoughts that you hold so dear to your heart, these things on your screen that you watch every day that puts you in this mood that is always so sad and always so, you find yourself into depression, but you listen to the same song every day and you watch the same type of movies. And one thing with this algorithm, it is so hyper intelligent. It feeds you the same thing that you want to watch over and over again. So you're watching the same thing in a different way, on a different scene for the whole day. And you don't understand how much it affects here. And you don't understand how much it affects the energy and the beings and entities that you attract to yourself. For those of you who are going to say this is silly, well, the day will come when you will understand, when you have that out-of-body experience that shows you that behind the scenes, behind these curtains, there's so much going on. And I wish everybody could discern it, be able to see it and understand. You're in the middle of darkness and light every single day. Just learn to trust your heart, okay? Trust your heart. That's where truth is. That's the only thing that tells you the truth always. Love and light.